Today we're diving headfirst into one of my absolute favorite places on the planet, Shinjuku, Tokyo. Picture this. It's like the entire internet came to life in one city district. Skyscraper-sized neon signs, tiny little alleyways, and food that will make you want to propose to a bowl of ramen, old-school tradition, futuristic insanity, and honestly, it's a sensory overload in the best possible way. So, you might be thinking, that sounds overwhelming. Where do I even start? Alright, first up on our quest, we're diving into the smoky, delicious labyrinth known as Omoide Yokocho. Now, the official, much nicer name translates to Memory Lane because it's supposed to evoke this post-war, Showa-era nostalgia. And it does. It's got these tiny wooden stalls crammed together, red lanterns glowing everywhere, and the air is just thick with the smell of grilled meat. The main event here, the undisputed champion, is yakitori. We're talking skewers of every part of the chicken you can imagine, and some parts you probably can't. Chicken hearts, liver, skin, cartilage. Look, just be brave and try it all. Each skewer is grilled over charcoal right in front of you, seasoned to perfection, and served up with a cold beer or some sake. Okay, now that we're full of chicken parts, it's time for a drink. But we're not going to just any old bar. We're heading to Golden Guy, basically Omoide Yokocho's eccentric, slightly drunk older brother. Imagine count 'em six, tiny alleyways, packed with over 200 even tinier bars. I'm not exaggerating. Some of these bars can only fit 5 people. Some only 6. If you stretch your arms out, you can touch both walls. It's like a collection of closets that decided to start serving alcohol. And it is magnificent. Each bar has its own completely random, hyper-specific theme, covered in vintage movie posters, dedicated entirely to punk rock, run by a guy obsessed with medical skeletons. It's a total crapshoot, and that's the beauty of it. You're not just picking a bar, you're picking an adventure. Alright, I need you to forget everything you think you know about dinner and a show. Forget it all, because we're going to the robot restaurant. This place operates on a level of insanity that defies physics, logic, common sense. Calling it a restaurant is like calling a supernova a small fire. You don't go here for the food. You go to have your retinas burned by a billion neon lights and your brain melted by pure, unadulterated chaos. Okay, after the mind-scrambling experience of the robot restaurant, we need to decompress. We need to find our zen. Welcome to Shinjuku Gyoen National Garden, the official chill-out zone of Tokyo. This place is a massive, stunningly beautiful park right in the middle of the city's chaos. You step through the gates, and it's like someone hit the mute button on the entire city of Tokyo. The noise just disappears. It's magic. What's super cool about this garden is that it's actually 3 gardens in one. You've got the traditional Japanese landscape garden, complete with ponds, bridges, and perfectly manicured trees that look like giant bonsai. Alright, Zen time is over. Let's crank the energy back up to 11, and head into the belly of the beast, Kabukicho. This is Shinjuku's famous, or infamous, red light and entertainment district. The moment you walk under that big red gate, it's a full-on assault on your senses. The streets are flooded with people. The buildings are plastered with gigantic flashing neon signs, and there's a constant buzz of music, announcements, and general human chaos. From the neon future of Kabukicho, we're taking another hard left turn back in time. This time to the age of the samurai. Tucked away in a surprisingly normal-looking building is the Samurai Museum. This place is way cooler than your average, dusty museum. It's small, it's intimate, run by people who are genuinely passionate about samurai history. The museum is packed with authentic armor, helmets, weapons that are hundreds of years old. Seeing the craftsmanship and detail on a full set of samurai armor up close is insane. These weren't just for protection, they were works of art designed to be beautiful, designed to be terrifying. And for the grand finale, you can actually try on a replica helmet, try on replica armor, hold a sword for a photo op. Okay, let's talk about one of my favorite 4-letter words, free. Traveling in Tokyo can get expensive, fast. So whenever you can find something awesome to do that doesn't cost you a single yen, you take it. And that brings us to the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building. This isn't just any boring office building, it's a giant, twin-towered skyscraper that looks like a supervillain's lair from a 90s anime. It has a secret weapon, observation decks. You just take a dedicated elevator straight to the top. On the 45th floor there are free public observatories that give one of the best panoramic views of Tokyo. For free. Did I mention it's free? You walk in, take the dedicated elevator, and boom. The entire sprawling metropolis of Tokyo is laid out beneath you. You can see Shinjuku, the green patch of Shinjuku Gyoen, Tokyo Skytree, Tokyo Tower. I hope you're hungry again because our next stop is a foodie paradise that will blow your mind. we're heading to a department store. But wait, don't click away. This isn't about clothes or perfume. We're going to the basement. In Japan, the basements of big department stores, called depachika, are not for storage. They are massive, glorious food halls. The Isetan food hall is the king of them all. It is a labyrinth of culinary perfection. Imagine the most beautiful food you've ever seen, all laid out in pristine glass cases. Entire sections dedicated to perfectly crafted French pastries that look too good to eat. Rows of colorful wagashi, those are traditional Japanese sweets. Counters selling high-end bento boxes that are like little works of art. It's overwhelming in the most wonderful way. The best part is the free samples. Okay, maybe not the best part, but it's up there. Right in the heart of the Golden Guy and Kabukicho's madness, there's a place of peace and tradition that feels a world away. This is Hanazono Shrine. It's not the biggest or most famous shrine in Tokyo, but its location makes it feel extra special. Walking down a street with blaring music, neon lights all around you turn a corner step into a quiet, sacred space. The contrast is jarring and beautiful. The shrine has been here for centuries, long before the skyscrapers, long before the host clubs. It's dedicated to Inari, a deity of fertility and of business success. Business owners come to pray here hoping their ventures will prosper. Okay, we've done history, we've done food, we've done gardens, now it's time to go back to the future. VR Zone. A massive arcade dedicated entirely to virtual reality. This isn't a messy bedroom headset. It's industrial strength, fully immersive VR. The building looks like a sci-fi movie. Inside, a playground for your inner nerd. Wristband in hand, load money, go from game to game, losing your mind. Variety is what makes it awesome. Pilot a giant Gundam robot. Feel the cockpit shake as you battle other mechs. Strap into a harness and walk a plank off a skyscraper, your legs will shake. Main event, Mario Kart VR, sit in a super realistic cart, put on the headset, you're literally inside the game. Look over and see Mario, look over and see Luigi, grab turtle shells, grab bananas, be prepared to look like an idiot. Just one train stop away from the main Shinjuku station, or a short walk if you're feeling adventurous, is a neighborhood that, honestly, feels like a different country altogether. Welcome to Shinjuku, Tokyo's vibrant and bustling Koreatown. The moment you step out of the station, you're hit with the sounds of K-pop blasting from storefronts and the incredible smell of Korean barbecue and street food. It's a lively, energetic neighborhood that offers a completely different flavor from the rest of Shinjuku. This is the place to go for all things Korean. The main street and its side alleys are lined with restaurants serving up authentic and delicious Korean food. You can get a sizzling plate of samgyeopsal, grilled pork belly, a bubbling pot of sundubu jjigae, which is a spicy soft tofu stew, or honestly my personal favorite, Korean fried chicken. There are also tons of street food stalls selling things like hoteok, those sweet pancakes, tteokbokki, which are spicy rice cakes, and the now famous cheese corn dogs that will give you seriously the most epic cheese pull of your life. Beyond the food, Shinjuku is the epicenter of Hallyu, or the Korean wave in Tokyo. There are shops selling K-pop merchandise, from albums and light sticks of your favorite bands to posters and keychains of your favorite idols. Have you ever watched a baseball anime and thought, man, I want to be the hero who hits the game-winning home run? Well, now's your chance to at least try, and not strike out spectacularly. We're heading to the Shinjuku Batting Center, this old-school institution in the heart of Kabukicho. You'll actually find it on the rooftop of a building. The setup is super simple and classic. Put your yen in the machine. A pitching machine hurls baseballs at you, slow pitches for total beginners, ridiculously fast pitches for real players. Don't be intimidated if you've never swung a bat. A huge part of the fun is swinging and missing wildly. It's a great way to blow off steam. Serious players practicing their swing, couples on a date, the satisfying thwack of bat on ball. Are you running out of ideas? Is this video a scam? Calm down, hypothetical angry commenter. Yes, we started with Omoide Yokocho, but I'm bringing it up again for a very specific reason. Because its other, more infamous name, Piss Alley, deserves its own moment in the spotlight to emphasize a different part of the experience. The izakayas, the street food culture. An izakaya is a Japanese pub, a casual place for after-work drinking. It's not just a bar, it's a place to order a steady stream of small, delicious dishes to share while you drink. In Piss Alley, these izakayas are as authentic as it gets. You squeeze into a tiny spot at a counter, order a highball, order a beer, and just start pointing at things on the handwritten menu. Matsunabe, grilled fish, simmered daikon radish. It's all hearty, unpretentious comfort food. This is where you'll find the real local flavor, both literally and figuratively. There is a king who rules over Kabukicho. Giant, terrifying, awesome. That king is Godzilla. As you walk through the main part of Kabukicho, you'll eventually find yourself on a street officially nicknamed Godzilla Road. And you'll know why, because at the end of it, peering over the top of the Toho Cinema building, is a life-sized Godzilla head. It's massive, it's incredibly detailed, and it is one of the coolest, most random landmarks in all of Tokyo. The head is perched on the terrace of the Gracery Hotel, and a few times a day it puts on a little show. Its eyes start to glow, it lets out its iconic, earth-shattering roar, and it even breathes smoke. It's a must-see for any movie fan, or really, anyone who appreciates giant city-destroying lizards. And of course, right below the big guy is the Toho Cinema, one of the biggest and best movie theaters in the city. Toho is the studio that created Godzilla, so it's only fitting. Our final stop on this epic Shinjuku tour is not a serene shrine or a fancy restaurant. It is a temple of glorious, compressed chaos. It is Don Quixote, or as the locals call it, Donkey, flagship multi-story behemoth in Shinjuku, open 24 hours a day, the final boss of Japanese shopping. The store's theme song is scientifically engineered to get stuck in your head. Don 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 Donkey. See? It's already happening. Imagine a store that sells everything, and I mean everything. Kit Kats in 1,000 different flavors, high-end whiskey, designer handbags, ridiculous joke costumes, every Japanese cosmetic product ever made, electronics, groceries, medicine, a cursed artifact or two. The aisles are incredibly narrow, the shelves are piled to the ceiling, and the whole place is a sensory overload of signs, music, and people. And that's a wrap. We made it through all 15 stops, we ate weird things, we saw giant robots, we chilled out in a garden, we pretended to be samurai, and we survived the beautiful chaos of Don Quixote. My feet hurt, my wallet is crying, and my brain is still trying to process the robot restaurant, but man was it worth it. Shinjuku is one of those places that has something for literally everyone. It's a city district that's constantly moving, constantly changing, and always surprising. I feel like we only just scratched the surface, but I hope this gave you a good starting point for your own adventure.